Did I scare you? I did not scare you, I hope. Look, my beautiful makeup from earlier today is already all screwed up. Nice. Terrible. I tried to sleep a little bit and now it's time to get ready, and my costume is right here. As you see, this is the costume from Salgueiro, and I'll show you how we cannot rely on the school to give us everything ready. So as you see, I didn't even open my costume. I'm gonna do that now. But I already have two lifesavers right here with me, elastic and scissors. Let's see how bad it is. So I just took everything out of the bag and put it on my badge, and things are starting to look okay. Many of them are already with little bands, you know, to tie it in case it's too loose and elastic. So I might actually be okay and not need to make any adjustments. But still, I'll try to show you what I would do in case I needed things tighter. This is my natural mane, you can see. This is the belt, and actually it fits me well. But you see back here there are already little tapes that I could use to tighten it and to make it tighter and more secure. If these were not provided by the school, which was the case yesterday, I would just pinch a hole through with the scissors and put an elastic band through it, just to have something. Oh, see, just broke my costume. Oh no. So as you can see, it fits. It's not going to fall down. It's closed just by this, so I should be fine. Still, I could tighten it higher if I wanted by using the little tapes here. I'm gonna show you what to do. Alright, so scissors, band, or elastic band. Now, this is the point where you shouldn't be concerned for your costume. Die! So I made a small hole, and I'm just, let's see. I'll just get the band, the elastic band, and try to pass through it. So you see, I just screwed up one, but now I have another one that I can tight. I could make a different hole over here and pass the band through. So ta-da! It took me 5 hours to do this, but I managed. So I would just tie it like this and manage to get it tighter if I need it. I also just got these beautiful leg pieces that are tightened like this in the back, but as you see, they are just too short for me. So luckily the school already provided these elastic bands. If they hadn't, I would probably have to do the same that I just did for the big belt in order to be able to tighten it properly. So the lower arm part, the wrist part of this costume, is also very good for me. The size fits perfectly, but anyhow the school has provided the small red straps that I could actually use to tighten, and if they hadn't, we could still use the technique I showed you with the belt. The cool thing about these is that they come with this thicker elastic stripe right here, and you can just put your hand through it and it sort of already holds it in place, which is a very, very nice thing. But not all of them come with these, so just make sure you have a plan B. Ta-da! We've also got this necklace. As you can see, I was lucky again. It just fits me perfectly, and this red stripes are still here in case I need them. But now let's have a look at this beauty. Look at this. So nice. Lion, big mane made out of feathers. But let's see if this actually holds in place. Alright. I love this headpiece for so many reasons. But it's very hot. It's not really well made if you want to make it tighter. I am not having any issues, but I'm sure many other people will have. I just hope it's not going to fall. I'm going to show you the tying system and what you could do to improve anyway. But this one, for today, I'm not gonna make a lot of changes just because I don't have the time really. So if you look at the structure, it's a very simple structure, and by tying this red stripes here, this elastic, you see that the structure already gets closer and closer together. I'm going to make it as tight as possible and just suffer a little bit through the parade, but this is not ideal in case if we had movements that we're going to throw back our heads. We do not, so I think it will be fine. If we had, what we could do is, again, with the scissors, I would make an extra hole in here and an extra hole in here, and I could get an elastic band from this side to this side and just put the elastic band like this underneath. Oops, you can't see. Just put the elastic band like this underneath my chin, you know, below my face, underneath my chin, just to hold it in place in case we did have movements that are difficult for the headpiece. Of course, that's not ideal because you can see and it looks ugly. Okay, the only part that is actually bothering me very, very much is this beauty over here, which is basically a backpack wing, as you can see from the structure, but it just has a little bit of plumes, ostrich plumes, feathers on both shoulders, and this big shoulder pads over here. Now, let me show you. Looking in the inside, the trim of the shoulder pad that I just showed you, like this here, it's really digging into my skin very hardly, and I am not sure how I'm going to manage that. Let me find a solution. Okay, so this is just about getting this somehow comfortable. It's not about getting it pretty. So I'm going to make a hole here using the scissors and wrap the elastic band around this hard edge corner here that is really hurting me. Okay, so I thought about putting the elastic around it, and actually this is so hidden that I'm just gonna cut this bad boy out. So I'm just cutting it out. As I said, when you get your costumes for parading, you usually get them very last minute, and it's all about saving the day and trying to survive. So why would I spend hours trying to wrap this with an elastic if I can simply cut it off? No one will see, and it will make my parading a lot more comfy and better, right? So let's just cut it loose. And ta-da! Okay. Another good tip for iron structures that are actually hurting you or, you know, bothering you somehow are beauty blenders, or even the sponge for, you know, kitchen sponges that you use for washing the dishes. You can just cut a little bit and put them wherever it's hurting. So if it's here in the middle, you can just glue them with hot glue to the point where there's the highest pressure, just to make your headpiece more comfy, or even your backpack wings. So I basically managed to adjust everything and put them back into the bag. And now I'm gonna show you a very small tip that, in my opinion, helps a lot. You can make a bag out of this by just tying a knot up here and wearing it over your shoulder on your way to the Samba drone. So there you go, my costume bag for tonight is ready. So just to wrap it up, basically if you need to adjust any costumes that you get from Samba schools, there are a few things you must have in hand. You must have scissors, you must have elastic bands or old tights. You know, if you want to use elastic, some people feel that like they're not safe enough because since they stretch, they don't give as much stability. So if you want to have more stability, you can use old tights. I'm going to try to show you from another headpiece right now, but make sure you have that with you. Also sponges, hot glue, those are the things that I consider to be the most lifesaver if you need to make last minute adjustments to costumes you get from the summer schools. So you see, this is a piece of old tight that one of my friends used to tie her headpiece that she just wore a few days ago. Again, just making a hole in the structure, like in the fabric that is around the structure, and pass it through, and then you can just tie it shut. This will probably give you more stability than a piece of elastic band. Shoes. Now, this is not necessary for these ones that I got from Salgueiro, but yesterday I had sort of moccasins that you just slide your foot in, and I was very surprised that there were not any laces that you could tie to make your shoes secure in place. So what I had to do, I had to get a piece of elastic like this and just put it around my shoe and tie it a knot like this. Now I was silly because I did this before I went to the Samba drone and not before I started the parade. So by the time I started, my foot was swollen and this was hurting and aching very much. So, but if you just do it right before, because you will be parading for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, this is a very good lifesaver because this will keep your shoe in place. So that's basically it. Another very short video. You're probably gonna see other videos of me with this makeup because I'll try to record as much as possible from today, since I will be in the Samba drone. Don't get sick of this makeup of my face. But if you like the video, don't forget to leave your thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel to make sure that you are aware when there's another video coming out for you. Thank you very much. Happy Carnival and see you soon. Bye.